Right, National has warned of a second election if it's forced to negotiate with New Zealand first. It's one of a number of scenarios that they were pointing out. Is it a threat or is it political posturing? New Zealand First Leader Winston Peters is with us this morning. Good morning, Winston.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. I actually thought I would start, and I hope you don't mind me asking questions that we didn't put on a pre-approved list, but about the situation, given you were former Foreign Affairs Minister, about the situation in Israel and particularly Hamas coming over the border from Gaza. You've seen this before, but nothing to this extent, I think, in recent times. What's your view on it?
Look, I think the government was late getting off the mark in terms of the Foreign Minister. She didn't make a comment at all, really. Hipkins did make a very sound comment, and this is a full-scale war now, the consequences of which will be serious loss of life. But it was just out of left field, a full-on premeditated attack on innocent people, so it has to be deplored for what it is.
Given the relationship between Iran and Hamas, and obviously we don't know the links to this particular attack, but given that historical relationship, should we be speaking out more strongly about Iran? What should we be doing about Iran?
Well, first of all, we should know the facts and find out what's behind it, because at this point in time we don't have that information. And it's very, very worrisome if people jump to the conclusions without getting the facts first. So I would expect that the Foreign Ministry should be out there now with a statement today, but at this point in time, I don't know.
All right. Let's move to politics, and the National Party they've taken out these ads in the papers over the weekend, and they read, imagine no clear election winner, 8 weeks of coalition talks, a stalled economy, nothing gets done, don't risk the uncertainty to guarantee a change of government, party vote National. Fair enough?
Look, when I first saw that comment by Bishop, I thought, somebody's trying to set me up. This cannot be true. He will not have said that. And then I found out that he had said it, that Luxon was doubling down and so was Seymour, and this was colossal in this context. Look, first of all, the last negotiations took 11 days.
After
not
specials.
8 weeks. Yeah, 11 days, that's what. Well, it took Germany 5 months after us. They had election day after us. It took them 5 months after us to get the job done. You see what I mean? This efficiency.
But it's taken you longer in the past, I think.
No, it hasn't. It has not. This is 2023. The last outing is your last record, like the All Blacks will know. And the second thing is, I thought, this is terribly inexperienced, and they will need experience now. It was a scaremongering of the worst sort. And what's the pool about it? 500,000 people have voted. How dare you go out and say to them, you could be just wasted your time, and then you're doing it to the rest as well. And this has never, ever happened any time in New Zealand's democracy since 1854.
Yeah.
This is not a, can I just say, looking down here, this is not an amateur hour. People will need experience, and boy, did they demonstrate that.
All right, so you're promising that you'll get a deal done with them.
Well, we've got to.
Nothing will stop it on your side.
Look,
what about a time limit on negotiations? That might shut that side of it up.
But no, but you don't say that. See, they say that the economy will stop when there's negotiations. Now, this is laughable.
Yeah.
It is just deplorable. Did Germany, one of the most successful economies in the world, stop for 5 months?
No, of course it didn't.
So it's scaremongering, it's naked, and frankly, it shows a terrible lack of experience. And what I want to say to people is, our job is to make a far better government. For God's sake, start thinking positively what you can do, and then start behaving like you can be that government.
Hey, what about apparently you got hit up in Masterton yesterday by John Ansell, the old National ad man.
Set up.
Well, he said he made the point that you reneged on a promise to make a binding referendum on the Māori seats before the 2017 election, and then you went in with Jacinda and didn't do it.
Oh, excuse me.
He says you have as much integrity as a plate at a Greek wedding.
Well, this guy has got, that allegation's got all the levitation of lead balloon. And also, that guy is on the spectrum, as you know.
Well, right.
Well, yes, I'm not having a racist so-and-so, then he is racist.
All right.
And I'm anti-racism from whatever side it comes. He's not going to talk to me.
Perhaps I shouldn't have raised his name.
No, well, you shouldn't raise his name, because frankly, you're giving him a currency he doesn't deserve.
All right.
And he thought he could come along and hijack me, and he came to the wrong place. You know that song that Elvis used to sing?
Yes, because you always quote it. You've been doing it for decades. Winston Peters, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.